Well, a very good afternoon, everybody. So yesterday I kind of forgot to finish off my vlog. Sorry about that. It probably feels a bit unfinished because it was. So I fell asleep. You fell asleep? What a friend's quote there. Goodness. So we are now in Copenhagen because we actually got there last night, and we're going to have a wander around because we slept in quite late, and it's just gone lunchtime. We just had lunch on board, and now we're going to go into town. Don't know what it's like. We've been here before, so we shall see what happens. I'll see you in town. She's very pretty. Look at her tail. Aww. I think I've had a bit of a cold this week because I feel a bit sniffly. The last few days I've just been really like a bit of a snotty nose, but I don't feel ill. You know, you can just feel it coming. I had a dream last night about my dogs and it's made me really miss them. There's another little statue up there. Well, little, it's pretty huge. It's like an angel or something. So if anyone knows what that statue is of and what it represents, do let us know. Copenhagen like their statues, don't they? That's a big flower pot. Another statue. That looks like Cupid. It's got a bow and arrow. That's why it smells like fresh cut grass. Someone's cutting the grass. Thought they were naked people for a second. They're just statues. Lovely little church. They've even got a canal. I don't know if it's normal to have a favourite tree, but if I did, it would definitely be a willow tree. Me of home in a weird way, but it's really pretty and nice, and it's just nice to be around the grass and the greenery, because on ships you don't really get that a lot. It's like living in the city. You're either by the sea, in a harbour, very rarely in parks like this. There's so many daisies on the grass, it's so pretty. Feels a bit like Buckingham Palace. Like guards and old buildings. It really does feel like it. I wonder what they're guarding. don't know if you can see the writing, but this statue is called David. Haha, that's funny. So me and Dave just talking about rehearsals and the fact that it's going to be really nice in the summertime. My mum would love these. Look at that. They're all soft and fluffy. We're back on board now, and it was a really nice little walk around the parks and the boats and things like that, so that was really nice and good to get a bit of fresh air as well, because obviously on ships they have a lot of aircon, and you do find you can get I can get quite sniffly sometimes and have a really dried out throat from the aircon, and I wear contact lenses as well, so it really dries those out. We did try to get a bit of Wi-Fi. There was free Wi-Fi outside the ship terminal, kind of along where the shops and things like that were, but it was really crap. You can kind of connect to it, you couldn't get online. You have to get really used to not being able to just check your Facebook and being in contact with people all the time. You don't realise how much you actually rely on it until you don't have it. It's quite a strange feeling, but I've gotten quite used to it now. I mean, I haven't even been on Facebook or anything like that for a good, probably nearly over a week now. We are quite lucky on the ship because we do have the ability for people to call in from the outside world to the ship directly to our cabins, which I didn't have on my previous ship. We weren't able to do that, but they can do it on here, and it's just a normal charge rate no matter where you are in the world, which is really good. But to be honest with you, it's really difficult for them to just find a time when you're going to be in your cabin and catch. That's one thing we found out, is that my family will quite often try and phone me and I won't be in the cabin because they don't know what my schedule is. When we got offered this contract, we were told that the ship had Wi-Fi and that you could get Wi-Fi in your cabin, which is true. You can get Wi-Fi in your cabin, but one, the signal is not that great, so the internet is very slow, and two, you have to pay for it, and you have to pay probably, I think it's £3 for 100 minutes, and you can get £30 worth of 24 hours. So there's different levels of internet that you can buy, but it does rack up a bill at the end of the day. If you end up just buying sort of, you think, oh, £3, that's fine, 100 minutes, that'll last. Once you've used it, and then you end up just buying more and more and more. So it's better to just get used to not having the internet and just getting off in a port and finding a cafe that does Wi-Fi, and then you've got it for free and you can contact family and tell them that you need them to phone tonight at blah 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 time. You do have to get used to that though, because at first it can be quite difficult, especially when you're having a bit of a sort of sad or a down day, when you just want to talk to your family and friends because they're the people who cheer you up and make you feel better, and you can't, because you can't get hold of them and they don't know that you're feeling that way, so they can't ring and, you know, sort you out and make you feel better. But then in a way, that's why you've got your team around you, because that's why you get so close. When you are feeling down and a bit crappy that day, you can just call someone else's cabin and say, can I come round, I'm feeling lonely. I'm really lucky because I've got Dave, and I think it would make this contract a very different contract if I didn't have him. He makes it very easy for me, and I'm very lucky to have him. I know that it's very difficult for those who've got boyfriends at home and for those people who don't have boyfriends, and it makes me realise how lucky I actually am to not only live and work with my boyfriend, but he's, you know, my best friend at the end of the day as well. So, and if I have a problem, it feels like I can just talk to him because he's my family. So that's nice. It's difficult to explain in just a week what 6 months is like on a ship. I think I can capture moments of it, and on the one hand I can show a video that shows the silliness and the fun times and the amazing things that we do when we get off the ship and on the ship, and just generally life on board. On the other hand, I can show you the downside to things, i.e. internet, washing, phone signal, all those things, missing family and friends, that I think isn't advertised as such when a company hires you as a singer or a dancer or whatever you're hired as to go on a ship. So I hopefully have shown equally either side of those types of lives, and I would like to continue to film over the next few weeks and months or whatever, as long as I can keep showing my life to my family and friends, because this in a weird way has really helped me, knowing that you guys are watching this, because I know that I don't really get the chance to talk to you on the phone, and it makes me feel really bad sometimes because I feel really guilty for not speaking to you and updating you on my life, because I would love to hear what you guys are getting up to as well. I'm going to spend a bit of time now going over my cabaret, because I've got my solo cabaret coming up in about 2 days. So I'm looking forward to that, and I want to make sure that, although I've done it before, I've got everything down and I feel confident with it when I do it. So I'm going to go over the lyrics and song and sing through that all now. I can't talk today, I'm finding it really difficult to get my words out. And then we've got a sound check for our cabaret this evening, because again we don't have a full show today, but we do have a cabaret, which is our Elvis cabaret. Okay, so I'm all ready for my Elvis cabaret. I think you can hear the band warming up in the background. They tend to do that before they do their set. We're going to be doing it in the Lido, like I said, so I'm just going to head over there now in my little Elvis costume. I quite like this outfit. Little gold sparkly dress and a gold necktie. And then I got my little shoes on too, with my white socks. It's a really comfortable outfit actually for a cabaret, because it's some flats and stuff, and you can just, you know, swoosh your skirt about, which will be fun. But I'm going to try and film it as well so you can see. I hope you enjoy it. Mum and Dad actually just tried calling me. How weird is that I was explaining earlier about people trying to get hold of it, and I was literally about to leave the cabin, so sorry Mum and Dad, I had to rush off there, but we did manage to arrange a time to meet and chat, so they're going to call me at 8:30. See you in a bit.
I want you back, yeah, 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 oh, yeah, 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 yeah. When you said you were high class, when that was just a lie. When they said you were high class, well that was just a lie. Let's rock, everybody, let's rock. Dance to the jailhouse rock. No such number, no such song. Return to sender. When at last my dreams come true, darling, this I know. Happiness will follow you everywhere you go. Love me tender, love me true. All my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
So we finished the cab. The first cab was good. It was quite quiet, but it went alright, I think. Anthony watched it, and he's now asleep on my bed. Bless him. All tuckered out. So I'm finishing off my editing because I've got a little bit of time before the next cab. I say a little bit of time. It's 8:15 and the next cab is at 10. So quite a while, but Mum and Dad are calling me in about 15 minutes.
That's that £100.
I had a lovely conversation with Mum and Dad on the phone. It's nice to catch up. We haven't spoken in quite a while. Back to our second cab now. Oops, sorry. Just gonna go talking. And then do the second cab and we can go to bed. What is it again?
I've
seen that one yet.
I haven't seen three.
been driving, so I have to miss it.
Should we do that thing where you go?
That was a bit.
Please.
To be honest.
Beautiful.
Do you like my missing sequence? Me too.
Come on, here, come in. Come on.
Let's go. Wow, yet another beautiful evening. Look how handsome you look in the sunset. Well, you can't really see, but
Sunset's better.
I love it when the sky's like this.
Oh, yeah, just tuning, I'm just tuning. Just tune out.
Completely out of tune. Oh, I love it when it's like this. Pretty. And there's like a little island right in the very distance. You can just about see it on the
It's like a
horizon.
rainbow sky.
So strong. Look at me. See that? Do it again. So Charlie gets harassed by a lot of passengers, mainly women. Hello, Louise. Basically, they're his adoring fans, and the rest of us just wait on the sidelines.
He slammed into someone's door. I went. Hit me too low.
Do you want to get a cup of tea with me?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can also sign out.
Ah, yes. That thing we do all the
Log
time.
out. Yeah, I think we always remember to do. Yeah, the ladies on the ship tend to pay me a lot of attention because I've realised that even though I'm a 23-year-old gay man, if I was a 70-year-old straight man, I would literally be in the money.
He abuses his power greatly.
Oh yeah, I teach them to I have the best time. It's nice knowing someone wants you out there, even if it's post-menopause.
Oh God.
Genuinely, they make me really happy. Like some days I'll just be like, oh God, you're fat, or something like that. And I'll just be like, look out, they're like, oh, you're very gorgeous. I was 40 years younger.
This is Chloe, everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chloe.
What do you do on board?
Everything. Bit of library duties. Bit of this, bit of that.
Why have you got a microphone?
Just got my rubber gloves. But my next duty is a hostess.
Oh.
Live Jen. 7.
Calm down. Did you hear me call you sexy?
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Mads. Lip trills.
Look how far I've got to walk.
I've done 2 shows and I've been to the gym today and walked around Denmark. This is the point in which I need a donkey to just jump on and take me places around the ship.
We just captured this moment, don't we?
Look how Charlie walks.
Realise I've been walking like this for a minute. Just gotta go with it.
This is actually the second bowl of CoCo Pops I've had in a row after a show. That rhymes. Keep doing that tonight. I think I might have a CoCo Pops problem. What are you looking for?
What?
What are you looking for?
I found it.
Special K, found them. Things have gotten really bad. Charlie's having to raid the cupboards. He's actually already got a bowl of CoCo Pops as well. He's like in that frame of mind of that I don't know. He's having 3 boxes of cereal. There's a thing called moderation. I'm not sure if he knows about it. Got a cup of tea as well. Bedtime now. Taking off my makeup. And it's time to sleep. Good night.